do some mate in two puzzles. And here we have a situation where it's going to be white to move. So when you hear it say white to move mate in two, you want to look for the black king, and there he is right there, because you're going to be trying to checkmate him in two moves. So it's good to kind of look around and see what you've got. Well, white's got this queen and this rook, and they're both barreling down this way. White has this bishop here, rook that might possibly get in there. It's just good to take a good look at what you got. Okay. Now, also a good thing to do is to look and see where the king is safe right now. Right now he's happy there. He can go there, but he can't go here or here because of the queen guards those squares. Something to think about as you proceed. Okay, so the first thing in a mate in two is you want to look for all the moves that white can do that check the black king. And let's see, can this queen come around and check him? No. Can any other white piece check the king? Well, you want to visualize these puzzles in your head. Like you look at this image here, you want to be able to imagine, okay, if I were to move my queen, say, to this square, what would that look like in your mind? Because you're going to want to be able to visualize black's reaction, moving this queen down. If I do, where can the black king go? And if we do bring the queen down to here, the king can't stay where he is. He can't go there. He can't go there, so he's in big trouble. And he can't take the queen because the rook also guards that file. So the only thing he could do, if our queen was here, would be for the bishop to take. So then you want to visualize what it would look like to just have the bishop there. If the bishop is here and the queen is gone, what could white do? Okay, so this is working on your visualizing skills. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. Okay, so let's say queen comes down, check. The only move, and this is another thing in mate in twos, you're looking for forced moves. The only move that black can do is for the bishop to take. Okay, now from here it becomes a mate in one. Okay, now from here, what would be a move that not only checks the king, but checkmates the king? And as we've learned with mate in ones, the way to do them is to see, okay, where can the king go? Well, right now the king is safe here, and he can go there. But he can't go here because of the bishop, and he can't go here because of this rook. So is there a move white could do that could attack the king and cover all those bases? So you can pause the video if you want, but yes, the answer is bring the rook down. And you see now the king can't take that rook because of the bishop. And the king can't go here, so he can't take the rook. Can't go there because of the bishop. Can't go there because his own piece is there, and he can't go there because of the rook. So that would be one puzzle called mate in two. All right, let's do another example. Okay, now this is black to move. So when you hear black to move mate in two, you want to look for the white king. And in this case, there he is with the green circle around him. So black's going to move, and it's a mate in two, so often you want to first look for the checks. Another thing to look for is just look which pieces you have that are around that might possibly cause trouble. Where this rook is guarding this file. This knight is here, but the king, notice that the king can't take it because of this bishop down here. So that's something to notice. You've got some pawns here that might have something to do with it. Okay, so you want to look for the checks. So one possibility, of course, pause the screen if you want to figure it out before I start giving you the answer. But one possible check is moving this pawn here. And so you want to visualize, if I move that pawn there, where can the king go? It's good to notice, okay, where can the king go now? Well, right now he's safe there, and he's safe there. But he can't go here, here, or here because of the rook. He can't go here because, let's get rid of that. He can't go here, here, or here because of the rook. He can't go here because of the knight. But he can go here, and he can stay there. And he can't go here because of, well, this pawn and this pawn. Okay, so we know that bringing this pawn up could put him in check. And so we want to visualize, if you bring that pawn up, where can the king go? And let's see, he can't go here, he can't go here, he can't go here because of the rook. He can't take the knight because of the bishop. He can't go here because of the knight. And he can't take the pawn because of these two pawns. So his only reply is going to be to go there. And then from there, it becomes a mate in one. And so you might want to look and see, okay, let's see, where can he go? Well, right now, he can't go here because of the bishop. He can't go here or here because of this pawn. And he can't go here because of the knight. And he can't go here because of the knight. So you need something that attacks him where he is. And let's see. It looks like if you bring this rook, this pawn up, or this pawn up, that might be it. So you want to guess, okay, now which pawn is going to do the job? Okay, if I bring this pawn here, where can the king go? Let's see, the king won't be able to take that. He won't be able to take that. He won't be able to go there because of the knight. He won't be able to go there because of the pawn. Will he be able to take this pawn? No, because of the knight. And he won't be able to go there. Okay, so that's interesting. Let's see. And that's it. What happens if you were to bring this pawn here? Puts him in check. Where can he go? Well, let's see. Can he go here? No, because of the bishop. He can't go here because of this pawn. Can he take? No, because of the knight. Can he go here? No, because of the knight. Can he go here? It's okay, he's in check. Where does he go? He goes here. You say check, it's over. But what happens if you go check? He goes there. You know, you might want to ask, well, what happens if you do bring this pawn up? Ah, the queen is there. Pawn comes up, says check, king comes over. We know one of these pawns is going to do it. But the question to ask is, if you bring this pawn here, look what you got. You got a queen right there stopping it. So you know that's not the pawn to use. Now, let's do another one. This is going to be white to move, mate in 2. So you want to look for since it's white to mate, white to move, and mate in 2, you want to look for the black king. There he is there. And right out of the gate, it's good to just look and see what you got. You got a knight here, you got a queen, bishop, rook, bishop. All of these could make a move on the king in some way, maybe, possibly. Also, you want to look and see where the black king is safe at this point. Right now, he's safe where he is. He's safe there. He can go here. He can't go here because of the knight. So he's got a lot of safe places. Okay, so first, when you're white, you want to look for some checks. What are ways to put him in check? Well, let's look. The queen could go here, but then she could be taken. So that's probably not it. Queen could move here to say check, but then the bishop could take the queen, so that's probably not it. Queen could move here to say check, and so you could visualize that. Okay, if I move my queen here and say check, where can he go? The king can't go there, and the king can't go there. But if the queen was here, not only could the king move here to be safe, but black could move the knight here to block. And then it would be very difficult to get in there and mate the king. So that's probably not it. But here's something. What if we move the bishop to say check? Now notice when you do that, the white bishop's saying check, but also it reveals the hidden check from the rook. That's what we call double check. So what's cool about double check is that even if this black pawn, for example, tries to block the check that the bishop is doing, let's say he tries to block that, it doesn't stop the check that the rook is doing. Okay? And then if you say, well, I'll use this knight to block the check that the rook is doing, that doesn't stop the check that the bishop's doing. So when you have a case like this, a double check, the king has to move. And the only place for him to move is there. Okay, now it becomes a mate in 1. Right now, he's safe where he is. But he can't go here or here because the rook is there. He can't go here because of the queen, but he is safe there. So knowing that kind of gives you a good solution. Mate in 1 for white. What's the move? Pause the video if you want to look at it some more. Here we go. Boom. Check. And see, the king can't take the rook because of the bishop guarding the rook. And the king can't go here, he can't go here, and he can't go here. And so that would be checkmate in 2. Okay, let's look at this last one. It's white to move, mate in 2. So you want to find the black king. There you go. And then you want to look and see where he's safe now. Let's see, where is he safe? Well, he's safe where he is. He can also go there. He can't go here because of the knight. Okay, but he is safe here and here. Also notice what white has. White has a queen here, a knight, and a bishop. Also good to note that the bishop is pinning this black pawn. So that means the black pawn can't move without putting the king in check. That's good to know in a case like this. So you want to start looking for checks. Okay, so it seems like it wouldn't be a good move, but you actually can put the queen right there to say check. because this pawn cannot take the queen because it's pinned by the bishop. So that's a possible check. You also could say check by putting the queen here, but then this pawn could take or this bishop could take. So that's not a good idea. Well, let's go back to where he was. Okay, let's see. You could also put this queen here and say check, but then the knight could block, protected by this pawn, and that just adds more trouble to the situation. So let's go back to that first one we saw of moving the queen right there. Oh, look at that. Now, where can the king go? Right now, he can't stay where he is. Can he go here? Yes. He can't go here. This pawn cannot take because it's pinned by the bishop. So the king can only go to one place. Okay, so the king goes there. And now the queen can come in and finish the job. And the king can't respond. He can't go here. He can't take the queen because of the knight. And that would be checkmate. So these pins are especially interesting. Always look for the pins. Whenever you see a pin, for example, and you see right here, this pawn cannot move because it would put the king in check. So pins are fascinating, and it's good to learn as much as you can about pins. So you got the check, king moves, checkmate. All right. Well, thanks for watching. I'll make another video real soon.